Hey guys, so in this video we were lucky enough to be joined by the coach, the first team captain and the second team captain of Bournemouth University Netball Club. And myself, I participated as the interviewer and I am the third team captain of Bournemouth University Netball Club. Together we discussed your frequently asked questions that every netballer wants to know. Just a quick disclaimer that the first section of the video was filmed before the COVID-19 pandemic and the actual interview itself was filmed during the COVID-19 pandemic. So the interview itself took place on a Zoom call to abide by social distancing guidelines. I really hope you enjoyed this video. So hi, my name's Chloe Rush. I am BU Netball's third team captain and I'm a goal shooter.
I'm Amy Rawlings. I'm BU Netball Club's coach and my positions are defence and shooting.
Hi, my name is Megan Mitchell and I am BU Netball Club's first team captain and I predominantly play wing defence or centre court.
Hi, my name is Faye Murton. I'm BU Netball second team captain and I play centre.
First question we've had, so today we're just going to be answering some commonly asked netball questions. So first of all, Danielle from Essex has written in to say, what do you like to do for a netball warm-up?
So we like to keep it quite short and concise so that we don't get too fatigued before a game. Usually it includes a section of running just to begin the warm-up and then leads into stretches and then skills. And then ball skills, a bit of shooting for the shooters, and just making sure every single part of the body is warmed up really, and that we've warmed up our hands, and we've also done kind of half court play so that we've got kind of into the rhythm of how the game's going to go and where we're going to pass the ball, etc.
Yeah, also during training we like to include some sort of game sense games to sort of get people's minds thinking before a training session. They're just also a bit of a fun way to have a bit of a laugh before training, before going into a really serious session.
Maddie from Doncaster has asked, is there a correct way to shoot? Very interesting question.
There is never a correct way to shoot. There's ways that are more efficient at shooting. So there's positions such as your hands over your head, rather than letting the ball come back too far, because if you go back too far there's the opportunity for the defender to knock the ball out of your hands and sort of do the 3-foot mark from the back. But the most commonly used way is just arms straight above your head and then just pushing and flicking your hands toward the post. You see many variations, but it's the most efficient one.
Henry from Coventry wants to know, what do you drink to keep yourself energised and hydrated during a match?
I normally just stick to water, to be honest, because it doesn't make me bloated or anything, no fizzy drinks, and it's just a great way to hydrate yourself.
Yeah, I'd agree. I only drink water personally, but I know some people like Lucozades or like iPro, things like that. But yeah, like I don't drink those because I feel a bit bloated and a bit gassy when I go back on court. It's not really what you kind of want. So I tend to just stick to water because I feel more hydrated that way. But I know a lot of people that do drink Lucozades to get the energy levels back up.
Yeah, I agree. Water as well for me. Maybe a Lucozade after to replenish any of the lost nutrients that happen during a game.
Next question, Hannah from Belfast wants to know, what are the best netball trainers? Do you have any recommendations?
I kind of like to stick to what I know. So obviously we've all been playing netball for years. So I just stick to the trainer that I'm used to and I know, and it's usually the net burner or something, which has also got ankle support. in the trainer, which obviously is specifically for netball. So yeah, like he said, like there are different brands, but I wouldn't know because I just stick to what I know works for me.
Yeah, I completely agree with that as well. I've always stuck to Asics because they have good ankle support and they're just really good netball traders.
They have like special bits like added to the trainer, like they have like a pivot spot on the bottom of some of the trainers.
Yeah.
So it's really like they're really like molded towards netball. I have the Mizuno, I think it's Mizuno, the Mizuno ones now, but I literally, I used to be an Asics the whole time, but I've recently changed because I just wanted to try it. They are really comfy. They're good for me, but I agree that Asics is kind of the one that's been there for so many years and people just like trust it. Eve from Warrington wants to know, can you explain 3-stage defending?
So the first stage of defending is you're sort of marking halfway across your opponent's body, trying to stop them from getting the ball. If you fail in doing this, is when you go on to stage 2, which is when you get your 3-foot mark, arms up in front of the ball. And then the third stage of defending is then delaying their movement onwards. So this is generally when, after you've done your 3-foot mark, you then step towards the player to stop them from moving down the court even further, sort of like delaying play.
So you guys that play in defence or like mid-court or anything really, like do you have a specific method that you find works when trying to defend your players?
It does depend on the player. As you said, like sometimes they're so fast that you need to stay with them the whole time, otherwise you won't be able to defend. Or sometimes you can like stand back a bit and watch what they're doing and then run in at the right time to get like an interception or something.
Yeah,
you have to be very like adaptive and reactive to what your opponent's doing. So it's just recognising where their strengths and their weaknesses are and just adapting your style of play to stay with them a lot more. But I'd always say a good one as like a goalkeeper is when your goal shooter's taking a shot, always take a step in to delay them getting that rebound, just as like a tip.
Yeah. So Matt from Derby wants to know, what are your favourite or recommended night before a match meals?
I normally go for like a high carb meal before a match because it's just really good to get that energy in your body to use up. Normally go for like pasta, you know, like a spaghetti bolognese or some sort of pasta dish. It's normally pasta, to be honest. And in the morning, I always have as well like a big breakfast, like eggs on toast or something as well before matches.
Yeah, I eat pasta before, predominantly. Like also, obviously, with us, we have training the night before anyway, so I like to have a pasta dish before training so that I have energy for that as well. So yeah, it usually consists of just a lot of pasta. And then in the morning, depending on obviously what time our game is, I try and fit in like one bigger meal, and then so not like too many like snacking or too many meals before a game. So yeah, just one big breakfast, or a later lunch, which consists of mainly carbs.
Isabella from Jersey wants to know, do you guys wear any ankle supports or knee supports? Can you recommend any good ones?
I used to wear ankle supports, and I do regularly after I have an ankle injury. So if I have an ankle injury, I'll wear them for sort of 2 to 4 weeks after, just for a bit of extra support while my ankle sort of begins to heal and strengthen, and just sort of an extra layer of protection rather than re-rolling my ankle.
I don't wear support, no. I've actually haven't had any problems with my ankles, which is really good. Obviously my knees I have problems, but I don't really wear a support because I feel too restricted, so I'd rather foam roll beforehand. I feel like that works better with my knee.
Yeah, I don't wear any. I mean, I didn't roll my ankle as such, so I didn't damage my ligaments, but I did have an ankle injury which didn't really need a support. Like it wouldn't have been beneficial for that. But also I don't like to wear anything if I don't really need to, because I don't want to become reliant on it.
So final question is from Jasmine from Plymouth, and she wants to know, have you got any home workout tips for during quarantine?
making sure that you're not doing the same thing every day, like especially with running, like running every day is actually quite strenuous on like your knees and everything, but just like even just doing like 40 minutes of yoga and just things like that, just to keep like your body moving and like your muscles moving, like anything will help. And yeah, it's just like even if you do half an hour of a HIIT session, that's just good enough for like every day. So
yeah, that's basically the same as me. I try to do like kind of different things. So like firstly, I like to do like Pilates. I like to do like a full body workout, which is like 15 minutes of that, say, and then move on to like more strengthening exercises. I've got like resistance bands, things like that, and then I like to finish up like some cardio, so either running or like on the exercise bike kind of thing. So I kind of do different sets and reps of that every day depending on how I feel.
Yeah, I think it's important with netball because it's not one of those sports where it's the same every time. You need to be like physically fit, obviously, but you need to also be like flexible and quick on your feet, and so many different things that involve in it. So the best way you can at home to just keep that up is to just vary it up and just make sure you're doing a little bit of everything. And I think it's more fun as well. It just keeps you from getting, as you said, getting bored of everything.
yeah.
So,
Okay, yeah, gets you in like a good routine of like enjoying exercising and then having to do all like the boring stuff afterwards.
yeah. Thanks, guys.
That's right.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
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 Bye.